Good evening, everyone. My name is Flurina Wallenberger, and I have the opportunity to be with you tonight presenting. I have been meditating for many years. Actually, I started Sahaja Yoga meditation when I was still a student. I was in school in Holland, Amsterdam, and I was in a small school in a side department of the University of Amsterdam. And within a few months just of me starting to meditate, not with my doing, but just in the turn of events, many of my peers started to meditate as well. It was a very exciting time. We had maybe a quarter of all students and staff and teachers meditate. There was a picture of a chakra chart, and Shumachi's picture was in the cafeteria, beautifully displayed, and it seemed so exciting. And at that same moment also, the Berlin Wall came down. And I don't know how familiar you are with this event, but we were only a few hundred miles away, and it was a very big event. It was moving to tears. It seemed like the world was opening up. The layers around the heart, the confinement of many finally came to an opening. And in that scenario, I slowly grew deeper and deeper into the meditation. And it became more and more clear that not all events that happened around me were positive. Not all were positive changes. There were many difficult things to face as well. And I had to go deeper inside. I had to, how to deal with it otherwise. I had to become more subtle. I had to become clear in my vibratory awareness, or clearer. I had to become more subtle in what I was identifying with, or what I am identifying with. Many of us, many of you have probably done, maybe at least once or several times, when we put the right hand on the heart, we say, I am the spirit. And do we know what that spirit is? And we can approach it by eliminating, well, I am not this body. My body is aging. My body eventually will cease to exist. Am I these emotions? They are not reliable. I feel wonderful at one day and I feel terrible another day. How can I react less? Am I this mind? But how do I know that what I know is just my perspective, or it is absolute truth? So both these come together. My identification with myself with a capital S versus something more transient or more superficial, and my vibratory sensitivity. And I'm sure that is a big part, that possibility to grow deeper, what kept me going, what's keeping me going. And so much has happened since, and I have had beautiful experiences, difficult experiences that made me want to go deeper again. And my sensitivity has become better. Sometimes very good, but not always. So we all keep growing together. Now, how do we grow deeper? By meditating, clearing, meditating again, and meditating again. So why not we start our Footsoak now? and try to get into meditation. We can vibrate the water, can give it a bandhan, put our hands toward it and see if we can feel it get cool. If we don't feel it, that's okay too. We just bring our attention into a more meditative state. And when we're ready, we can put our feet into the water. Open our hands with the palms facing upward on our lap, as probably you all already know very well. And then we can give ourselves, raise the Kundalini and give ourselves a bandhan. Let's try to do it with the attention inside. And feel what is happening inside while we move our hands. And when we're ready, now sitting quietly, let's take a moment and take stock of how we feel. Let's take stock of what we feel on our hands. Then bring the right hand to the bottom of our spine, to the first chakra. Point toward it and see if we can feel energy between the tips of our fingers and the Muladhara chakra, the first chakra. When we have established our attention there, we can slowly move up our hand along the spine, along the central channel, passing each of the chakras and bringing our attention to the top of our head. And when we reach the top, we can stretch the palm and place the center of the palm on top of the head. And press down a little bit. We can clockwise massage the fontanelle bone area, tilting the head a little bit forward. And then raise up the hand and just feel the space between our head and our hand. We may feel the cool breeze of the Kundalini. Then let's bring back down the hand again. One more time. Connect to the energy of the Muladhara chakra. And then slowly raise up the right hand along the central channel. The top again. Press down gently but firmly. And feel the response inside ourselves. Possibly at the bottom of our spine. And then again, raise up the hand and one more time, feel the energy above our head. And we do it one more time. Connect with the energy of the Muladhara chakra. Raise our hand along the central channel to the top of our head. Raise our hand a little bit higher or wherever we feel the energy is the strongest, the Kundalini is the coolest or gently pushes against our hand. And we can bring down the right hand and now try with the left. Maybe we feel better with the left than with the right. And again with the right, the left on the back on the lap. And then we can anchor our attention on the top of our head. The hand can come back on the lap. Let's work a little bit on the void. The void is that large area on the chakra chart where there is the large circle formed by the Swadhisthana, the second chakra, circling around the third chakra, the solar plexus. And we can actually follow that circle with our right hand Clockwise, we go from the down to the right, to the top, to the left. You can do that a few times. And we can ask our Kundalini, the mother energy inside ourselves, Mother Kundalini, please help me to bring my attention to my spirit and let not any of the material wants, issues, problems weigh on me, pull my attention away. Then we can sort of like pull out what we gathered with these circles and just offer it to the foot soaking water. Let's do that a couple more times. Clockwise circle, looking at our body from the front as the face of the clock. So clockwise circle around the void. And in that void, we find our pure desire elevating us to pure knowledge and making us able to discern what is good for us and what is not. And so again, what we collect with these circles, these hand circles, we just take out and put in the foot soaking water, and we do that one more time. And we can ask inside ourselves, Mother Kundalini, please make me my own master. Please bring my desire to my spirit. And to my spiritual evolution. And one more time we can pull out what we just collected with these circles and put it just sort of with that gesture of offering to the foot soaking bowl. Both hands again open on the lap. Let's sit quietly for a moment and feel again how we feel. What is processing inside of us. Is our attention still on the top of our head? Can we feel the top of our head from inside? If not, let's just bring the right hand back to the top of our head. Press down gently. Raise up our hand again. Feel the attention above our head. And let's take the right hand and put it on the heart. And we can ask ourselves, who am I? And we can ask our Mother Kundalini, please help me know myself. Please connect me with my spirit. Please let me become one with my spirit. And from the heart, we can go to the top of our head, that is actually the heart reflected on our head, right there at the Sahasrara. Again, we can put a little bit of pressure. Now we can ask, Mother Kundalini, please let me rise above my reactions, my worries, my insecurities, my thoughts. And please take me into meditation. And again, let's feel the Kundalini rising, flowing. And we can bring back the hand on our lap. And whenever we're ready, we can rinse our feet and complete the foot soak. And then bring back our attention inside. I, for myself, feel a little bit lighter, more hopeful, more optimistic. But feel for yourself. What do you feel? And let's not judge how we feel. Let's not. Maybe we feel wonderful, maybe we don't quite yet. Every day is different. But the more we give the Kundalini space inside ourselves to grow and develop, the better we will feel. So now let's sit quietly and just let the Kundalini work for a few minutes together. Just one more thing, if it is difficult to give the Kundalini that space and not think, and we don't fight with that, but we can just put up our hands up at about the height of the heart and be ready to receive that gift. Just for a couple of minutes. We can bring our hands back on the lap. And let's take now both hands just for a moment and place them on both the right and the left side of our head. And at the same time, feel the fontanelle bone area. Allow the Kundalini still to rise through it. Just gently sort of put those two balloons at rest. Gently, gently deflate them just by holding our hands to them. And we can let go and just place our hands back on the lap. And I know I can trust my Kundalini that she knows just exactly what I need, where to go. If I am just not in the way. Now, for the remaining time, we can put on some meditation music and keep meditating as long as you feel like. And that concludes our meditation. Let's raise our Kundalini again and put on the bandhan. I'd like to thank Shrimataji for her teachings and for teaching us how to meditate and helping us know yourself and go deeper. I would like to thank all of you for meditating together and wish you a wonderful night. See you again on Monday. Actually, before then, there's also on Sunday night, there is the 21 days, please. Let's meet for that as well. Good night now.